Happy full moon in Leo, dear Scorpio rising. This is Nicole Marie, your astrologer and coach, using the tools of astrology, tarot, sound healing, and ritual to connect you back to your magic and to make a divine plan for your success. Now, this is a special treat just for you, dear Scorpio rising, for you to see how this full moon is impacting you during this transformational time. So again, I love to work with the power of the moon, and as you know, I do moon scope, so you can learn how the moon is cycling through your week to help you navigate and to focus your energy. So I give simple life coaching practices, homework, and ritual. So dear Scorpio rising, this full moon is impacting your 10th house of career, power, and masculine energy in the world. So this means that you may be working this Sunday. This is a time for you to look at how you can empower yourself in your work life. And this often goes with doing some inner work and looking at your limiting beliefs and look at how you can overcome them. So full moons are a time of completion, of endings, of transformation and healing. And so this is a time where the full moon, the light, shines on any darkness that we have, and where we look at, since we're in the archetype of Leo, we look at his shadow, which is the inner critic, and his light, which is the artist. And so we're looking kind of at our creative self and our critical self. And the critical self often just wants to be seen and loved. So how does the creative self support it? By doing the craft, by doing the work. So this is a really great time to focus on, a project that you want to finish, to make a goal of how you want to finish the project. So what I want you to do is write down all that you have accomplished in the past 6 months, and then write a goal that you want to finish within 6 months. And again, before going into any planning or mental activity, take a moment of silence to do a short meditation and approach the task with inner clarity. So it's kind of like grounding yourself into Mother Earth, feeling and imagining red energy flowing up through you, and then all the way up until your solar plexus, and then or even into your heart center. Then you imagine white light flowing down through your crown, through your upper worlds, and then again you can interweave at the heart center. And what this is doing is creating a really grounded perspective of the physical world and reality, what can actually be done with a kind of visionary, intuitive plan. So, you look at the seasonal. Right now, we're in time of visionary work. By spring, we're going to be ready to be, releasing our products, releasing the vision, and so on. So this is a good time to just kind of look at, first, what have you accomplished? It's important for the creative self to, see what it's done, to know that it has been doing something. If you feel guilt or shame about not doing enough, then let that inner critic arrive and then have him read all the accomplished list. It kind of gives both of them a really nice perspective. And then, just kind of doing an action plan of what you want to do in the next 6 months. It's a really nice time to just do bigger picture overview things, to give your soul a mission for the next generation. So now I like to do a live tarot reading, so it kind of shows what this next lunar cycle will bring. So from this full moon to the new moon in Aquarius on February 4th. So first, I like to pull a card that represents the overall energy, then the conflict, and then the solution. Okay, so My dear Scorpio rising, the overall energy is reverse Ace of Swords. So you have been gifted, you had this new insight, this new vision, this something that's very like of a mental belief. Perhaps you had this new perspective of yourself, but now it's reversed. So it's it's changed. It's not exactly what you imagined it to be. I want to give an example here so a lot of people, obviously in Los Angeles specifically, want to be actors and actresses because of the overall, what that looks like in the outer world. A lot of people want to do it for like fame and fortune. Some people just love to do it for the art, or think they love, being around that crowd and doing in these projects. But then people actually start going to film sets and they have the reality of, wow, I'm sit in a chair for like 8 hours and then I stand in front of a camera for like 5 minutes, go back, wait more. And, so it's like, look at the reality of what it is you're trying to embody or create. Is it really part of your value structure? Is it how you really want to spend your time, your life, your living? So you're really looking again at, where is your value and what are you really passionate about? And what does it look like to live that life? Because the conflict is you feel like you're just not getting paid well for the work that you're doing. And often when this shows up, it shows that we don't value the work that we're doing often, because it's like, wow, I have to accomplish all these things and I hate doing half of them and I don't get paid enough money for this, because you don't actually like what you're doing. Or you love what you're doing and yet you're not getting paid well for it because there's a kind of like a limiting belief of like, well, this work isn't valued out in the world. Well, spirituality and self-development and, mindfulness has taken a while to get into the, international market. And now look at it. It's like the new billion-dollar business. So sometimes dreams or values, it takes a while to be established out in the world. But as long as you know your value, what you're worth, how much money, because money is just light, money is just energy. So it's like, a lot of people, when they love doing what they do, they have they're able to still live the way they truly feel fulfilled. That so many people can make, a lower income, yet they feel like millionaires and actually like have all their needs met. So just really look at your value system, Scorpio, and try and see how other people are doing what you're doing. Often when people are, now everyone's like really doing a lot of this moon work and, changing your life with the moon, and it's so empowering. And I've been doing it for so many years, and now that it's like everywhere, I'm like, wow, this stuff is just manifesting. And I'm so grateful and happy that people are paying attention now, and I'm so grateful for it. And then it makes my work feel even more valuable. So just kind of looking at how other people do it and how you can be inspired by that. By the new moon in Aquarius, you're going to have reverse 2 of Swords, and this is you're going into action again. You're going to a place of inactivity and thinking and visioning, and you're like, I have something that I can move forward on. I'm getting out of just kind of being in my mind and going out into the world again. So thank you for tuning in for your full moon magic with me, Nicole Marie. If you want to check out more about my work, you can look at my website at www.inner-doorways.com or email me at innerdoorways@gmail.com. And what I love to do is to work with the moon with you. I also offer personal moon work coaching sessions where we look at each new and full moon, how it affects you personally, and we create ritual to empower and to transform your life. And I also have transformation coach sessions if there's like a big aspect going on in your life, if you have illness, if trouble in relationships, or just not doing the work that you feel you're supposed to do in the world, this is where I can come and help support you. So until then, dear hearts, be brave, for we are in a time of great transformation. And until then, blessed, blessed, blessed be.